Brother, you say how to get right with the Lord? You got to keep his commandments, right? So let me show you something. We're going to show you a simple commandment that you could get right with the Lord. Right? You know what today is? You know what today is? Today is what? I ain't talking about the date, but the day today. Today, no, we not, Ramadan, that's going into Islam. No, today, you see here the brother? You hear the brother? Tell them, brother. Today is the Sabbath.
That's right.
Right? And that's our law that we must keep. Right?
That's right.
Read. Yeah, that is our law that we must keep. Right? Because the brother say he want to get right with God. Right? You got to start somewhere. You got to start off. You got to start applying the laws to get right with God.
That's right.
What's your name, brethren? Aaron. My name is Shalomaya. Right? So this is what we read in here. We are the prophets. We are your brothers. Right? And we out here prophesying of these onto these great nations of the destruction. And we warning our people. Right? But listen to this. Read it again.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
Isn't America a great kingdom? Yes, it is. It's the greatest kingdom on the earth. You know that, right? America is the top nation on the earth, man. We have all of our problems. It don't matter. But this is the superpower on the earth, right? When they hear America come into war, all those other countries, they get scared, right? Because this is the top country. Everybody comes here to make a living and make a better life. You understand what I'm saying? Right? So we out here prophesying to our people, Aaron, right? So you believe in the Bible? Okay, so when you read the Bible, right? Okay, so you ever heard about the Israelites in the Bible? You ever heard about the Israelites in the Bible? Okay, so who is the Israelites? You see what I'm saying? You should know this because you are an Israelite. You understand? We are all Israelites. You know why? What do you mean? What's supposed to mean? All right, so we are the children of Israel, right? Jacob, your forefather Jacob, who is the progenitor. Let me show you. Raise that sign of faith. Jacob is the progenitor of these tribes right here, these people, right? So when you so check it out, Aaron. When you look on the sign, this is the word because what you call yourself in society when you go for a job. Right, we are all black men, right? But look, this is what the Bible calls the American blacks, Judah. Right? The West Indians like Jamaicans, Trinidadians, them is Benjamin. Right? Yeah, and then Haiti. Haiti is the Levites, brother. You know what I'm saying? This is in the Bible. Right? And we're going to prove this to you, right? So now we ought to wake these people up. Because we destroyed as a people. You see, I ask you, who is the Israelites and they didn't even know. Right? We destroyed, get out fame, destroyed for lack of knowledge. We destroyed, right? You should like it because this is you. This is your family, brethren. You understand what I'm saying? These are the biblical names. This is true. This is it's in English here. It was originally in the Hebrew, but it had to be translated to the English because what you speak today? You speak English. We all speak English, right? Right. So in the Bible, right, it's in the English form today because our people have to understand who we are. You understand what I'm saying? But listen to this. Let me show you how our people get lost. We get lost from our true nationality. Right? Read.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
He said, my people. So who is saying my people? No, but who is saying my people? God, you got that right? God is saying his people because we are God's people. Right? Read that again.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
He said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Right? So what is the knowledge? Okay, so you're right to a certain extent because the Bible is our history. Right? The history is that you are of the tribe of Judah. Right? And then you have Benjamin. I'm of the tribe of Benjamin. You have the Haitians, they're Levi. Right? And also your Hispanic brothers and sisters as well. Because they teach us in society that they are different people. But they are your brothers and sisters. Yes, sir. Right? Who was here in this land first? Yeah, who was in the land here first? Before the white man come? The Native American, look here. Look at here. American Indians, the tribe of Gad. You see what I'm saying? Right? So this is what we out here to do. We out here to refresh your mind, brethren.
That's right.
Right? Yeah, because we destroyed for lack of knowledge, right? But listen, once you see we bring all these laws and all the prophecies and the history out, there's certain things going to be required here, and we're going to show you that too, right? This is Glenn. Alright, so Glenn, look, this is Aaron here. This is your brother. That is Glenn. Right? Meet Glenn. I am Shalamaya. Right? We all brothers. What's your name again, sir? I know you've been here already, right? You know what's going on, right? This brethren here, he come around and thing, and he hear the words what we talk about, right? So it shows that it's a spiritual thing. Because for him to come again, it means that God is trying to talk to the brother.
Right.
The Most High trying to deal with your brother. So then what you here for then? Right, so that's what I'm saying. You're here to be edified because God called you, brethren. Watch me, the Most High God who created everything, He's dealing with you, brother man. Trust me, He's dealing with you. A lot of us, we rebel against this thing in the beginning too. And then we come to the knowledge and we say, nah, this is the way out of this thing, man. Right? You getting up every day and you coming out here and you seeing your people in these conditions. Something must click in your brain, brother man. There must be a change. You understand? Look at how much years we in this place. 400 and something years serving these other people. You gonna tell me you gonna just look at that with a blind eye? That's why we gotta bring these words out. Right? Read that. Read it. You got a question? You got a question, he said? Alright, read.
How to get right with God.
How to get right with God. Alright. So how to get right with God, right? You have to keep the commandments. Right? Give me Matthew 19 and 16. Because one brother asked Christ in the time of Christ, he asked him, what shall I do? Right? To get eternal life, right? So when you get right with God, you're going to get eternal life. But this is what you must do. Aaron, listen. Right? And my brother, listen. Because you all from the 12 tribes of Israel. Right? Read.
Matthew chapter 19 and verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
Right, so you asking him, what good thing should I do that I should have eternal life? But brother, you're listening, right? You're listening, right, Aaron? Before you ask a question, listen to this, right? Because you need to know what is required, what you need to do. Right? Yeah, read.
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one.
There's none good but one. That is the Most High God, my brother. Right? Read.
That is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
Read that again.
But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
If you want to get right with God, you got to keep the commandments, brother man. Right? You got to keep the commandments. That's what we out here doing. Right? We showing our people that we need to start keeping the commandments. Right? Yeah. Right? And we got to gather together as our people too. Get that from me too. Right? Because we too set apart. Remember I was telling you that the Hispanics, they think they are different people. My brother, look on this sign here, real quick. Where you see yourself on that sign? Where you see yourself on there? A black American, right? Right. So you will call yourself an African American, right? So that you come from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
That is the head tribe of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
You from the head tribe of, right? You understand? Okay, what's your question real quick? Yeah, we'll deal with you, but you know, I want to deal with everybody too. Yeah, what's the first question? Yes, that's our people. We base all our teachings on the Bible. The Bible is the only true book on the earth, my brother.
That's right.
Right? Yes. Yes. Prophecies, brother man. The prophecies. We live in the prophecies. Give me that in Deuteronomy 28 with yeah, we gotta go to the Bible, brother.
Bring it out.
Look, brother. Look at this sign here. Look at this sign here. This is historical proof. No, look at this sign here. This is historical proof. Alright, so brother, Aaron, don't get distracted, right? Don't get distracted. No, because we gotta go with the Bible, but you don't want to deal with the Bible. Right? Alright, so you ask me a question and I answer. The Hispanics, Look at the evidence right here. They are our people, right? But I gotta teach my brother too because he was here before you, right? And brother man, don't go too far. Come up, come close, man. Come. Don't get distracted because when we out here teaching the word, that is what happens. You know what I'm saying? Your brother right here, he here to take that word away from you. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. You got that? Read. Listen, brother. Be humble. Listen.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So you say you want to get right, how to get right with God, right? We just read to you when the young man asked Christ, he tell him you got to keep the commandments, right? But this is in the book of Deuteronomy, right? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
You got to fear the Lord thy God, read.
To walk in all his ways.
Walk in all his ways. You got to walk upright and perfect with the Lord, read.
And to love him.
And to love him. You know how you love the Lord? How do you love the Lord?
You said, how do I know?
Yeah, what is love? How do you love the Lord, Aaron?
I love him. He wake me up every day.
All right, so that is a common thing people would say, right? But we're going to show you what love is according to the Bible, right? And it's going to go exactly with what we're trying to show you, right? Read.
1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God.
For this is the love of God, read.
That we keep his commandments.
Simple as that we keep his commandments. That's action, right? Right? That's action, right? We got to keep his commandments, brother. Brother, you say how to get right with the Lord? You got to keep his commandments, right? So let me show you something. We're going to show you a simple commandment that you could get right with the Lord, right? You know what today is? You know what today is? Today is what? I ain't talking about the date, but the day today. Today. No, we not Ramadan. That's going into Islam. No, today. You see here, the brother. You hear the brother? Tell them, brother. Today is the Sabbath, right? And that's our law that we must keep, right?
That's right.
Read. Yeah, that is our law that we must keep, right? Because the brother say he want to get right with God, right? You got to start somewhere. You got to start off. You got to start applying the laws to get right with God.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So let me just read this for you real quick. All right. Aaron, don't get distracted. Listen to this, brethren. Read. You got that? Yeah, read.
The book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 16. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well-pleasing unto him.
You hear that? He said, they that seek the Lord will seek that which is pleasing unto him. So the Sabbath days are day that's pleasing unto the Most High Lord. Right? Read.
And they that love him shall be filled with the law.
See that? And we just read that to love the Lord, you got to keep the commandments. Read it again.
And they that love him shall be filled with the law.
You hear that, sis? They say that they that love him will be filled with the law. You understand what I'm saying? Right? So if you love the Lord, you're going to keep the Sabbath day. Right? Another law is your beard. You got to keep a beard on your face. That's a badge of manly dignity, right? So that is a simple commandment that you could keep to prove that you love the Lord. Aaron, I don't know if you could grow a beard. You don't shave though. All right, so in time your beard might grow, right? But once you're not shaving, you don't shave your head or nothing. So I'm going to show you another law to prove to my brother how you're going to be right with. Let me show you something. How you're going to be right with your brother. I will show you off of your brother Aaron right here. You can remove that. You see what I'm saying? Keep that off your head. We're going to read that out of the Bible for you. This is our law here. You can't have, once this word coming out, my brother, once this word coming out, right? You can't have nothing covering your head.
That's right.
And we're going to read it out of the Bible for you, right? And the brother here, he showed that he has a good and humble heart by doing that. Right? Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ. Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ. So our head is Christ. Right? Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the man, sis. Your head is the man. Right? The man is the head over the woman, right? But when we read this, there's something that you need to do too. Right? Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
So the head of Christ is God. So it's an order. It's God, right? Christ, man, woman, and then the children after that. Right? So, Listen to this. I want you to listen carefully. Why are we bringing this out, brother? Read.
Verse 4. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
Read that again.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
Once you in the midst of prophecy, or you're praying and your head covered, you dishonor it, your head. And who is your head? We just read it. Who is your head? We say it, God, then who?
God.
No, God first. No. No, you're missing something before the men. There's God.
Christ.
There you go. You see your brother paying attention? God, Christ, then man. So who you dishonoring?
God.
You hear the order? You just pointed out. God, Christ, then the man. So who you dishonoring? Yeah, who is over you? Yeah. So who you dishonoring if you had your head covered? Right. You see how simple that is? Right? So my brother right here, he have his head covered. Right? And he in the midst of prophecy. So he's dishonoring Christ right now. Right? So this is what we out there to teach our people. These are simple things, brother man. Simple things, right?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.